Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So UL Monroe's will have some work to do after that short return. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fellow.
After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. And the Warhawks will keep this drive going.
Now, I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bailey. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Using the quick game. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The aerial assault continues. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. At the 30. He was thinking touchdown all the way, but he got it down to the 26-yard line.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
first down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Wells. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert third and short. They'll try to run for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Bringing it back, it's Saunders. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hardy. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now they'll run the draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And you love those plays as a defense when the quarterback gets a little bit sloppy and floats one out there, and you just got an opportunity to run underneath. You got to run underneath that thing and squeeze it and make the play. You can't look where you're running before you catch it. Maybe he was peeking ahead a little bit before he secured that punt.
The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quickly to the tight end. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Makes the grab. It's Fleming. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to the big tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. On the ground, it's Allen. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. To throw, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2 minutes...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And these edge rushers, man, they're so athletic nowadays. They can get to the quarterback, bend that corner so quickly, get him on the ground before he knows what hits him. How about that defensive end and that speed off the edge?
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Number 47, on to punt it away.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's head back to our team inside Malone Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Dances away from the D. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He uncorks one deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line, and the returner goes down. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Warhawks headed quickly to the line. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Hardy. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hardy. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Warhawks! How about this? These guys are going for 2.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now and again.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Looking downfield, it's Allard. He's looking deep, and it's picked off, bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turn.
Catch in the middle, it's Cole. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead.
ULM 18, Penn State.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He's got it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Spins away from the defender.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Offense set on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third down play from the gun. Throwing right. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Evans. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. And the Warhawks are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, they can also drain the clock. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just drives it between the uprights.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Throws for the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in?
Makes the catch down the right side. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Offense working from the pistol. Unloads to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide open downfield.
And that's another warm-up.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The handoff keeps working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He leaves it with his back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Warhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's Saunders. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? You just saw another great example of it right there.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge close game if he could have held on. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, going to throw it over the top of the D. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he gets it in for the touchdown. Time has expired. They're down by 1. They can send it to overtime with the kick or win it with the 2.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Looking for more room. And he's going to go down as time has run out. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.